Hey, all, just really quick. Want to take a quick second. This is Tyler, Agent Strauss or Levi Stafford, and just say, hey, thanks for listening. Also, it would really help us out if you wanted to follow us on our Instagram at Chaos Engine Pod. There's more people there, kind of helps us out. And along the same lines, if you want to help us out, whatever you're listening on, Podcast Addict, iTunes, or what is it, Apple Music Now, Amazon, whatever you got. Look us up on there, review us, give us that 5-star rating. That really helps us out. I mean, we're just a couple of nerds who like doing this for fun, but that doesn't mean we don't want more people to see it. And the more people that see it, the more people that like it. Maybe we can make a little more, maybe another podcast, maybe just make this one even better equipment. Who knows? But, you know what you should do either way. Tell a friend about us, especially if you like Delta Green. Maybe you can start your own game. Again, just want to say thanks. Follow us on Instagram, Chaos Engine Pod. Rate, review. Maybe follow me on Instagram. I'm at Pictures of My Dumb Cat. Bye.
The agents asked me to do some research on various tattoo shops in Ellensburg, hoping that they might be able to find the shop that did whatever tattoo they saw in the video. Agnes also revealed that she didn't turn in Isabel Wheeler's journal, that she'd kept it all of these years, and she'd been studying it. I know she means well, but that girl just put a target on her back. And if they find out about it, she's done. Not to mention sitting there reading all of that for years, what that's got to do to somebody's... I don't know. I don't know. I know she means well, but it was a mistake. I was able to get the group set up with a cleaning van, all the supplies they needed, and they went and started the process. Detailing, getting stuff out of the way, looking for clues, all of that. I'm told that when Jim Duffy stepped out to have a cigarette, he was talking with one of the neighbors who overheard the young woman who entered the room with the men talking about how she'd just been accepted into the pageant that was going on Sunday of the rodeo. The home queen, or I don't know, I have to do more research on exactly what it is. But I think that's a big clue. We know where she's gonna be. We just need to figure out who she is. End of entry 4.
So last session ended with you guys getting a little bit of information, I believe it was.
Yeah, we got... actually just finished this up on the way over here.
Duffy had a smoke. One of the locals came over, talked with him. You guys found a blonde hair in the house.
And
yes.
I think I made a decision listening to that cigarette conversation. I think Duffy is overly confident being back in Ellensburg. I think we're seeing him take less and less precautions. And, yeah, because he, was smoking a cigarette with that person, so I was like, oh, he had his mask off.
Right.
Yeah, so, yeah. So I think he's getting a little bit more and more careless.
And I did like that Duffy lied. Because the person was like, was there writing on the wall?
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, nah, not at all. Like, throw just suspicion off. Don't let anybody come in here and take a look.
I mean, fuck them. Yeah.
Yeah, they're just randos.
Yeah.
They don't deserve any sort of special treatment.
Yeah.
Was it a rando?
Exactly. That's what I was thinking about. But I also really wanted to...
I'm glad I built up this paranoia in you guys.
Yeah.
It feels really good.
I'm terrified.
Yeah, exactly. Everything's a threat.
Mm-hmm. I also wanted to go back because I apologize formally. I immediately started making shit jokes when Agnes was having a cool character moment about...
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Shit jokes all around. Everyone.
I don't remember that.
Everyone is guilty But thank you for apologizing.
I'm taking responsibility. I started it.
I tried to keep it inside. I was trying just to laugh. I wasn't going to say anything, but the wording was perfect.
There really wasn't any other way that could have gone down authentically.
But either way, all of that aside, I do apologize because I think it is interesting. This is not the reason why I'm apologizing. But I do think it is interesting that, like, digging into Agnes's, like college life, maybe? Mm-hmm. Like, previous roommates, like, trying to deal with, like, person-to-person interactions when your career is, like, so defined and set. I think that's a cool thing to break into. I'm excited to see what roommate college years Agnes was like with acid reflux.
Yep. I got $50 in my pocket for some ankle peeps. So I'm ready to get that tattoo.
Cody's over it already.
Yep.
He's like, show me the ankles.
Yep.
Acid reflux is just sweating in the corner like, the sweatpants look kind of long.
I enjoy that Reflux is slowly, like, just, like, careening down towards, like, Quentin Tarantino levels.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Oh, yeah.
I just watched R.I.P.D. I don't know why. I was just like, I wanted to knit and watch something mindlessly, and Jeff Bridges' character is, like, from the Wild West, and he's, like, really into ankles, so whenever a character is, like, wearing, like, boots, he's just like, don't know why that woman gotta wear her boots so high. Can't see her ankles.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, because that would be, yeah, okay. I'm glad they were historically accurate with their kinks back then. That's
Yeah.
good.
Oh, gosh. I don't know. What is R.I.P.D.? What is it?
R.I.P.D. It's just a Ryan Reynolds movie.
It's a comic.
It's weird that popped up on my
is it?
YouTube, like, just on YouTube, and like clips of that started popping up for me last week. So like maybe something happened that came up again.
I don't. It
know.
popped up on my Netflix, and I just wanted a mindless movie to watch. And all Ryan Reynolds movies are mindless movies to watch if you just want to have something going on in the background.
It's like, yeah, they're like
Rest
they're
in
like
Peace
ghost
Department,
cops,
R.I.P.D..
essentially. Yeah. So like they're like ghost cops. So they're like
yeah.
former law enforcement agents or something like that who die and then become cops in the afterlife.
Okay.
And thus, I don't know, demons, I'm assuming, or some sort of
Bad guys.
Yeah. They call
Demon
them
devils.
Deados, which are people that
deados.
don't actually die, so it's their job to like go kill them, like because they'll fester reality. If they don't
I
kill
think
them.
my dream job would be like the person that writes new names for things in movies. Like if I was going to name like new things, like magic has a new name in this movie. What is it? Sorcerer Crimsey.
Dude.
Come up with what they call zombies in every zombie movie, except for zombie, because the
Yeah.
word doesn't exist in any zombie piece of fiction.
Yeah,
It's a dead walker.
yeah,
It's
exactly.
I also want to shout back out to Willow Stratosphere.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh my
okay,
God,
I was
yeah.
wondering what it was.
Yep.
God
Perfect.
Damn. That was good.
I have no regrets. That
Yeah.
is amazing. Yeah, we're good. We're
fist bump.
good.
Good job, dude.
But yeah, that's what we're left with. So.
We are, yes.
We also, I don't know if we mentioned, but we learned that the mysterious blonde has entered in
The pageant.
the Royal Court
Yes.
yeah.
pageant
Yeah.
for the rodeo, which starts tomorrow.
And
Yeah,
you're
so-
not miscongenialing this.
So you would, if you guys were able to find, like, we could say if you want to investigate what day that would be, you have to
figure out when that's
Yeah.
taking place.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, but I mean, the rodeo's what, 4 days long?
Yeah, it's
30th
yep.
through. I got
the
it.
first of the Monday because of the holiday.
And the rodeo starts tomorrow?
Yes. So they do like the first couple days is like rank cattle roping, calf roping, and then usually there's like 2 days, like the Saturday, Sunday is like the rodeo itself,
Right.
and then like Sunday is usually the winner.
Yeah, I would say that we could miscongenialate it if Agnes wasn't the only one to interact with the sheriff of the town. He knows
Well,
what
that's
she
why
looks
you
like.
got to get makeup on.
Yeah, makeup. What do you?
Because no one can recognize you with makeup.
Yeah, duh. I mean,
Just take the glasses off. No one will
who
recognize
the
you.
fuck's that?
I don't. Okay, we can. We can do whatever.
You know I don't like cut that. I don't.
Yeah, don't cut
keep
anything
these in.
Yeah.
I bet that sheriff, I don't know him, would not recognize tired investigation Agnes from made over pageant Agnes.
Oh, yeah.
I think he, in his mind, he'd be like, oh.
Yeah. He did
You know?
like he
Go
did
cut
like
to the
2
wall in his
years ago.
office, and it's just pictures of Agnes. Like, where is she?
You are the sheriff's Pepe Sylvia? That would be great.
Well, because at the end of the last one, he was like calling, and
Yeah.
you were like, "There's no
Yeah.
such thing
There's
as
no
Agent
one.
Agnes."
Yeah, totally.
So I feel like that would just bug him for years and years because he has got nothing.
Curse.
I mean, I don't want to write this campaign for you, Chris. But
You act as if I haven't already taken that into consideration. Let's think about it, you guys. There was 2 mysterious fires over a night, and then just all the FBI that had been there is just gone. Like,
okay, we can cut all that out.
No,
It's not getting cut out. All right.
So what are you guys doing?
So
Assuming it's pretty late now.
Well,
it's like midday.
We were midday. We were
Yeah.
cleaning, doing our investigation, cleaning the
Yeah.
apartment.
Yeah,
I
and then Duffy
believe
had stepped outside to smoke, and that was kind of where we
Yeah.
left
Yeah,
off.
We were talking about it depends on how long the cleaning's going to actually take if we're doing a deep investigation. We could finish today.
Roll a
Maybe we'll
die.
have to come back tomorrow. We also have to plant.
The
We're also going
bugs.
to plant bugs.
Yeah.
In case
Oh, yeah.
the real agents came
Oh,
by.
I was thinking about that. I also want. Do you think acid reflux? Jim Duffy will kind of ask acid reflux if we can have like a nightly sweep of the hotel rooms for bugs. Because if we're over here or something, and the other agents break in and plant bugs, we might not know. So we should do like frequent.
I think you
sweeps
also
of bug
know that,
sweeps.
West is probably going to be at the hotel nonstop.
Oh, okay.
But
Oh,
you
I
don't
see.
know if they come in as a cleaning crew. That's very good question.
If she gets distracted, and
I mean,
don't
we're not
trust
the only
West.
ones that can pull
I'm just
that
going to
trigger.
go ahead and just type that in.
I guess
No, yeah.
another question is, I don't know, remember if this has been asked before, but I mean, why hasn't the other Delta Green crew come swept the scene already?
Well, they
Well, we
did
talked
you don't
about-
know if they
We
have.
talked about, actually, Jake had a good thought. He thinks that, so this is the 29th. The cops, or
Oh,
we,
yeah.
we swung by the night of the 28th. He was thinking
Ahead
that
of us.
the cops were there the 28th and the Delta Green team was there the 20th. Like, either before them, with the cops,
Right.
or like either with the cops or before the cops the day before.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably what happened, but we don't know. They
We don't
could
know.
just be behind. They could be doing something else.
They
Yeah.
just suck.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
could just
exactly.
suck.
They could have been the cops. We have no idea.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
They
Yeah.
could have been the people that just talked to you from the hotel.
Yeah.
God
the,
damn
the
it.
neighbors.
That's kind of. I mean, yeah. I don't. At
have
this
no
point,
clue.
I think Jim Duffy.
I don't want you guys to be that paranoid, but
Yeah.
I think it realistically fits your guys'
Oh, yeah.
characters.
Oh,
so.
yeah.
I think Jim Duffy's a little too. Not fully inebriated, but he's a little too buzzed to really care at all times. But I'm like, oh, maybe it was that lady that I had the cigarette with.
Yeah.
Maybe
very-
it was so and so. I don't know.
Exactly.
I love that Jim Duffy is just like constantly just like hopped up on nicotine or out like
Mhm.
Yeah.
just either chewing or smoking, like just constantly going.
Yeah. So there's been a lot of a lot of positive dumb bullshit with Alex Jones. Fuck that guy for life. I want
he's
to make that
the
clear.
Biggest piece of shit
Yeah,
in the world.
fuck that guy.
Obligatory.
But he's a fun asshole to base this character off of. And then you said Steve Bannon, and then it all the gears shifted into place, and I was like, "That's who this
Yeah.
person is."
See,
Steve
like-
Bannon, for sure.
I was like, I had to take my kid to a birthday party yesterday, and I was talking with like one of the other parents. I'm like, yeah, I gotta get my hair cut pretty soon. Like, it's getting pretty Steve Bannon-y, and like, it's not a good look on me. Like, I don't want to look like that guy.
You don't have like severe like red face.
Yeah.
No, I don't. But like the hair, when my hair gets to a certain length and like
Yeah.
my beard, like I give off a very Steve Bannon-esque vibe.
Yeah.
But then you open your mouth, and everybody's like, "Oh,
Oh no, he is like Steve Bannon.
not
He
a
wants
piece of
to be-
shit."
You don't want to get like dog whistled at the grocery
Right,
store.
yeah,
Is that
exactly.
what you're saying?
I don't want someone to like flash me a Q sign or like an OK sign.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
God damn it! I love my.
Like where we go when we go home.
Yeah, exactly.
That's also why I don't like to shave my head anymore, because like I'm
Yeah.
a big white guy with a beard, so when I shave my head I look like a fucking white supremacist. I'm like, I don't want to look like that either. Like, I just want to find a clean middle ground.
You don't give off that vibe, Chris.
That's good.
I want to give you that.
Good
you
to
know,
know,
just so you know.
because I'm nervous like in public, because like being like a big tattooed
Yeah,
guy,
yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
like, people are gonna look at me and be like, he's probably a supremacist.
Well, I can stand with you because the only hairstyle that looks good on me is a classic comb over, and with
Richard
thin,
Spencer?
bright fucking blonde hair
Yeah.
and a beard. I
Yeah.
don't look that good.
Yeah,
So-
I remember for a while there, like I got a hard part once. I'm like, oh god, that's Richard
It's
Spencer.
bad,
I
yeah.
do it.
If my fade is too high,
Yeah.
people are like, "Oh,
So yeah, I think we kind of see you guys. I rolled. It's going to take you guys 6 hours to get this place cleaned up.
Okay.
damn, a little bit longer than I wanted to."
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I don't know tough it is cutting up carpet and tearing it out of there.
That's a
lot of
That's a
work.
lot, yeah.
Yeah.
It's but I think cleaning's not, spraying down everything.
Divide and conquer. Somebody's rep it up, somebody's
Right.
spray behind
We're
it.
also like not very good at it because it's not our job.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
And I think also I don't know about y'all, but I don't think Strauss super cares about actually making it good.
No.
We just need to investigate and make it look like we were here.
Clean up the DNA.
Yeah.
Actually get the DNA gone. Yeah.
And cover up your guys' things, like
Yes.
your footprints.
I was also thinking about, I think after.
I just Googled it, how long it takes to clean up a murder scene. It takes 1 to 40
dude.
hours. So now that's on my Google search. So
Yeah, yep.
that's what I do. That's what I do for this podcast.
Hey man, they caught that lawyer the other week that way.
Oh shit. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And I just
Or
did
no,
it
no,
on a podcast.
I'm thinking some other guy a couple weeks before that who Googled like how to get rid of a body. And
Yeah.
his wife disappears.
Yeah, this podcast was a really good cover up for that murder, Chris.
Yeah.
Oh wait, shit. No.
It's over.
Dude, I haven't seen your wife in like 5 weeks. I'm just kidding. Sorry.
Yeah, she's upstairs.
JK.
What were you going to say, Chris? Or Jake?
Thanks for the cover. I'll slip you that 50.
Yep.
Damn it.
Going back to the game.
All right.
I think with all that stuff that happened with Agnes, I think Duffy wants to read the diary.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think I think more than one of us should know what is going on.
Sure.
Because if
Sorry, Jake was like cracking a smile, and I just all right, do it. You got this.
yeah, it's just
It's a
thinking
giggle
about
fit.
Chris trying to cover up a murder with this podcast. It's fucking so funny to me. Okay.
All right.
I think more than one of us should know what is in that diary, just because if anything were to happen, I think 2 eyes are better than one.
It took like Agnes, 3 days straight
Would
just
you
to
be-
get all the info.
Yeah.
Oh,
Would you
yeah,
be
it was-
telling people that?
Yeah,
Or is
I
this
think so. I think it is a conversation that maybe we would have back at the hotel or something. I don't know
Yeah,
if
okay.
it's something
Okay.
that
Well,
he would bring
let
up
me-
at the room or
When we
something.
get
but-
when we get there, I suppose.
Or you
We
could
can
do it while
take
you're
a
cleaning,
vote.
too.
Yeah.
I think it might be, because, Reflux could do a sweep of the room and find there are no bugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, because you're going to be looking for places to put bugs.
Right. And this is not
exactly.
something that he's super adamant about. If it is, this is a group decision. If he gets voted down, he gets voted down. Maybe even including West on that vote. Maybe not. I don't know. We can talk about it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's talk
yeah.
about while you're going on. What do
we're-
you guys think about that idea?
That depends entirely on how Duffy brings it up. But also, if you
Okay,
tell
I'll set the scene.
Okay.
Maybe.
Interior.
Yeah.
interior apartment.
So Duffy is on his hands and knees with a bucket full of soapy water scrubbing blood off of a carpet. And he's like, and he's fucking super sweaty and he looks like a fucking pig. And he sort of sits up on his knees and he's like, ugh. And he gets his flask and he takes a gulp out of his flask and he turns to the group and he's like, I want to read that diary.
Why do you want to read this diary?
I want to read it. I think.
Sorry, Chris is losing it. Oh my god, we're having a giggle fit today. Holy shit.
That's a great drunk voice. It is perfect.
Yeah.
It is such a good belligerent drunk voice. I'm very proud of you for that.
Well, I don't want him to be belligerent. That's the thing is, I don't want him to be super fucked up.
No,
No,
to
but
where
it's
he can't do his job.
It's what you would expect from someone who's been day drinking that.
Yeah.
Just the bluntness of it.
Yeah.
I wanted to be clear. I don't drink. I've hung out with enough people who day drink and get down. I want to read that diary because I think if anything should happen, more than one of us should know how to solve it and how to take care of it. But
Agnes.
that's just me. You can vote me down. I'm just one man.
I think the more eyes on that, it's more dangerous. But you have a good point. Agnes, you memorize this thing?
I memorized it front to back, backwards.
Could you maybe point out the pages that would be relevant if we need them?
Absolutely.
Whatever this ritual was.
I could tell you right now. I know it.
If you want the whole thing, do it on your own time. But maybe it's not a bad idea to have you read this ritual.
I don't want to look at it. I'm done with it.
Neither do I.
I don't want to look at it.
I think we should burn it, but it seems like we need it.
It's all up
Like
here.
burning stuff.
Yeah.
Burn the evidence.
It's all in
Although,
my head.
to be fair, the last thing I burned, the house, didn't seem to solve this problem. So
Yeah. Is there
I
a
kinda
disorder
pictured-
for pyromania? 'Cause that would-
Do you remember in the movie,
Yes.
or is it I Am Eli, or
The
the
Book of Eli.
the
That
book?
was a
Yeah,
good movie.
when he like memorized
saw
the
that.
entire Bible.
Yeah.
Yeah, that. I
'Cause it
figured
was-
like that, but for Agnes in the Journal.
Almost spoiled it. Yeah, okay.
Oh, it's been out for like what, over 10 years? Whatever.
Whoa. I had someone get mad at me for spoiling that King Kong dies in King Kong.
Fuck that person.
Someone was like, dude, I have spoiler. I'm like, it came out in the 40s.
I'm
Like,
a big Peter Jackson fan. What the hell? Oh, that King Kong.
the original King
Wow.
anyways, what were we talking about?
yeah. Talking about bugging the house,
journal.
talking about reading the journal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down.
So
I'll
that would
read
be
the journal.
that would be Strauss's take on it. Is like he basically just thinks you shouldn't read it, but he tell you, you really feel you have to. It's not a bad idea to have redundancy. Maybe just the parts that are important
Yeah.
for now.
It's not that he doesn't really feel like he has to. It's he doesn't fully trust Agnes, and she's the only one that knows
It's not a bad point.
how to stop something if it were to happen.
Not a bad
Yeah,
point.
and then you read it, and then watch your shadow on the wall get horns. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
All right.
Do we
like
find
Willow
anything-
Stratosphere.
Do we find anything else in the apartment while we're cleaning, investigating, or just like the blonde hair?
No, everything else is. I mean, you would assume that the cops went over this pretty
Yeah.
thoroughly. So, well, so
What other leads do we have? We're gonna check some bars to
Yeah.
see if she was
You-
around
And
there.
tattoo shops?
yeah, so you guys
Yeah.
are going to do bars.
West
You
is
asked
gonna go
West to
tattoo
check the West is going to check the tattoo shops. There was Josh Porter was the reporter. I just realized I put the reporter.
Should've been like
reporter.
Reginald Porter.
Yeah.
The reporter.
There you go. He was the reporter who did the story on the murders.
Right. I don't
For
think
the
I
local
wrote that
news?
down.
And that's really all the leads you guys have right now. So,
And someone needs to research who the woman was in the pageant.
Yeah. No, I was
yes.
gonna say I want to go. Are we gonna split up for the rest of the day? Because this is probably early. Does it take 6 hours?
yeah, so
we got there early in the morning.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I would say you guys are probably done by like 2. That sounds reasonable. I don't think you guys are gonna go get lunch in the middle, like all decked out and all this.
No, I mean, I go dump the shit we can dump, or take all our hazmat materials off and all that. But it's a good idea. One of the things I wanted to do is go look at like this, find a schedule. I mean, I'm sure there's a pamphlet for
Yeah.
the rodeo
Like a
somewhere in
flyer
town.
or something.
Yeah.
Go to like the library, and it's just schedule right there.
Yep, there is one.
So that's what I want to do if we decide we're splitting up or what, and I want to figure out when the royal court activities are taking place.
Yeah, I think that's really all the leads you have. So Strauss, you want to go look for the royal court info?
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of want, and maybe just look through the general breakdown of the rodeo, see if there's anything else catching my eye. But I'm looking for that royal court info because we got to identify this woman.
Okay.
Mhm.
What about the rest of you? What are you going to do if you split up?
We can't do the bar thing until it gets to bar hour.
Yeah,
True.
Mm-hmm.
You could go look at try to get a jump on the tattoo shops in town.
Yeah.
You could Google and see how many there are and go walk around.
Duffy kind of wants to check out the rodeo. I know it's not day one, but I think there's going to be a pre-set up buzz. I think
we could check out what's
in
going
that
on.
parking lot, there's going to be full of horse trailers that anything could go down.
I don't think it's bad to have 2 people at the rodeo. I think that's good because there's
Yeah.
a lot of information there. You need 2 people. You need some backup.
Duffy's like, "Hey, Agnes, do you want to check out the rodeo?"
She'd probably just be like extra nervous because that's probably like where the sheriff is. But she's like, she pulls down her like baseball cap and like makes her like sweatshirt like nice and tight on her neck. She's like, "Let's go, let's do this."
All right. So I guess that just leaves me.
But she's also really surprised because she thought Duffy like was the one most to just trust her. So she's kind of like, "No, okay, yeah, I'll go. We'll see what happens there."
How about you there, Reflux? You going to go with Strauss or you going to go your own way?
So you said Strauss is like at the library or something?
Well, I'm just gonna.
He's going
That
to
would
look
be
for
my first
the
thought.
agenda of
Yeah,
the rodeo.
I mean, I'm sure everywhere in town has got it. I'm looking for 2 things. First off, I'm looking for a schedule of the rodeo, And then as soon as I know what day and where the royal court, whatever is going to happen, I'm going to see if I can go look in more info on that. Maybe I can already see who signed up for it. Maybe get more info. Step 1, though, is finding a schedule.
Okay. So that's kind of what I thought they were going to the rodeo for. So I thought that was like, oh god, I gotta stop my microphone. All right, I'm aware. So when I was like, oh, I thought Duffy was going with Strauss to look for that information, but y'all are going to rodeo.
I could go there. I just throw out the libraries, and I'm just sure it's anywhere around town.
No, I think it's good to go on site though too. So I think
I want to get boots on the ground.
Boots on the ground, yeah. And then we got research. Okay, so yeah, I think that's fine. I can just go with Strauss and just kind of be there.
Yeah, we could all go towards the rodeo setup, but
I'm sure there's more than enough information we need to gather at the rodeo.
Shit, I could probably just go back to the hotel and Google it.
To be real, that's what I was thinking. Is like, yeah.
You know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna do that instead.
All right, I will also help Google, and that way we can go to bars if we need later tonight or something.
So you're gonna just so what's going on now? Are you all going to the rodeo now?
Strauss and Agnes to rodeo.
I'm going back to the hotel.
And what are you two gonna go? You're gonna just go sit in a parking lot and Google this?
No, I'm gonna go back to the hotel and look up info on the rodeo.
Okay, you all came in one van.
Drop me off at the hotel.
We're gonna have to. Oh,
you guys all.
This is what I was saying when we split up later.
Yeah, but that's what it's like. So you're gonna drive back, drop the van off, then come back to town. Is that what I'm understanding?
It's like a 40-minute drive to Yakima.
It is.
I guess that's true. Well,
just drop Duffy and Agnes off at the rodeo.
Yeah.
We're going to start questioning people in the parking lot and in the fairgrounds once we can definitely access it because it's not tight security. And, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Quick note, it's like, I did like
what 45 minutes out of town, but I just want to go sit somewhere and Google.
That's fine.
Yeah. Just having fun.
You guys can go to Perkins, get a meal.
I did like what Duffy recommended, like sort of bugging our apartments too would be nice.
Oh,
like you're saying. So I would like to try to do that. Is Wes just like always there?
As far as you know, yes.
Okay.
We can. Do you want to fucking bug her apartment?
Oh, well, that's what I was thinking.
If we can find out who she is.
Yes, I was initially saying we should sweep our. What am I saying? Apartment.
Yeah,
hotel room. Yeah,
hotel. Yeah.
I was saying sweep our hotel rooms for bugs that somebody else planted.
Right.
But I also love the idea of bugging hers.
Yeah. No matter what, it's easy to bug her car. I'm just going to do that. If I know what it is.
Yeah, a little GPS.
Do I know which car is hers?
I don't think you would.
Boy. Okay.
Because, I mean...
I'd have to get that information.
Yeah, you have to ask which one's hers.
Well, could they just discern it by looking in the cars? Like, it's not going to have a car seat. It's not going to have...
Yeah, it's got her Delta Green badge in there.
I would think it would be like a tough role to find it. Like, you're in a parking lot full of cars. You're walking through there.
Well, they kind of know it's going to be a rental. I mean...
You don't know that. Maybe she drove here.
Maybe she stole it.
Yeah, maybe she stole it. You don't know anything that's going on with Director West.
Late at night, we should ask her to do like a Twinkie run.
Yeah.
Like, I'm fucked up, Wes. You should take me to the store and want a snack.
Isn't she already looking at...
this case if I don't get a Twinkie.
She's going to be looking at the tattoo shops. That's what she said.
Yeah.
So
but
you just keep watch.
You could Google that. Like, look up.
You just have an answer for everything, don't you, DM?
Kind of my job. I'm just trying to make sure you guys have a realistic expectation of what you're trying to get into.
Yeah, no, I got it.
If you walk through a parking lot full of cars, like it would be tough to discern which one's hers. Now, obviously, you would think it'd probably be parked pretty close to her, but she seems like she's very paranoid. So, do you think she would park her car directly in front of where she's staying?
That is a good point.
Those are things you don't know.
It is a good point.
Just so you know, I'm not going to let this go. I'm not going to leave this alone. We should find a way to lure her out, to bug her.
No, absolutely. I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
I think it's a great idea.
Well, it's not even for...
Just tell me how you guys are going to do it, and we'll get to that part.
It's sort of for her safety, too.
I'm not against that.
Yeah. Like, honestly. Like, yes.
It's for your own good.
Yeah, well, like, because of, either she leaves without her car and we'll know, or, like, if she gets kidnapped or something, I don't know.
Yeah. So. Dude, either she's off the rails, or she is actively trying to fuck us, to sabotage all of us, and get us all killed. Because why would she bring us back here? Let Delta Green handle it. I mean, that's just me.
She did say not to trust anybody that contacts us.
Including her bitch ass!
Well,
she did say
yeah.
that. Yeah.
I mean, but my read on it is that, like, there's definitely shit she isn't telling us.
1,000%.
But to me, at least the way Strauss is approaching it, so also Tyler, is that, like, she's if we just treat her as the only authority, she thinks something else bad is happening, and so she is off the books, but trying to help us.
And you guys could like confront her about it too.
We could.
That's absolutely something you guys could do. Like, hey, like you've already stated, and she's even admitted it. Like, bringing you here was probably not the best idea, right? She even told you that, like, I'm doing this because I feel that you guys deserve this opportunity because it's you that's on those walls. And so,
she went to bat for us. I think she said that she tried to get us in.
Yeah.
she did.
And was denied.
Well, Jim Duffy's drunk, so.
No, yeah.
All right, yeah, no. Yeah, that's about that.
Okay, well, I think we, let's go with Duffy and Agnes then. I think that'll be the starter here. So I think we cut over to the fairgrounds in Ellensburg, Washington. Now, the fairgrounds themselves are a little bit like in the eastern half of Ellensburg, when you call it. I guess you don't call it that, but it's in the eastern half. So
Okay.
if you guys remember where the house was for
1206 Spooner Avenue.
if you guys kept going east down that road, you would eventually hit the fairground area. It's kind of off that way. There's kind of a larger hill that overlooks it, and then there's kind of it's almost like in a, like almost like a quarry itself. Like, there's a hill surrounding it. But, it's a fancy looking rodeo. There's obviously the interior area. There's an exterior area. And it is a bustling place as you guys are pulling up here. It's the day before, so they're kind of getting everything put together, finishing putting up some of the ribbons and the banners. People are out there, making sure their tackle and everything is good on their tackle on horses, right?
I don't fucking know.
I think the tack. I think it's tack. But they're making sure their horses are good. There's probably, like a shipment of the, backing up. They got the bulls and the trailers and whatnot. They got the little farm animals.
It smells like the Pallet Fair.
It does, yeah. Yeah, it smells, rather, animal-y over here. Everyone knows that smell.
Yeah.
If you've ever been to a county fair, so it smells like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Which...
Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah, so you guys are pulling
Misha's
up.
excited. Agnes probably isn't excited, but Misha's excited.
You guys are pulling up, and so you're just seeing, there are some security guards of sorts, like people with like yellow, like yellow shirts that say like event security kind of mulling about. There's some locals there too. A lot of it just seems people offloading stuff. There's like a food truck there. You see them kind of bringing down the food. They're taking in the stuff. There's a couple different food stands set up. There are probably a couple, like food trucks that are setting up outside too. So, it is the hustle and bustle, the kind of final push here before they go live tomorrow.
Makes sense.
And, so you guys are going to just kind of innocuously walk through what your guys' plan. You just going to act like you belong, or what's the deets here?
That is the way to go. Too bad we don't have a clipboard. Usually if you have a clipboard and you're walking fast, people are like, that person knows what they're doing.
Yeah, or if you just yell at them.
Or that.
Yeah.
I feel like Duffy would be a very imposing figure to be yelled upon.
Find one of these ding-dongs in a yellow shirt, just start yelling at them. I bet.
I think you also see that like certain people have like colored wristbands on, so that might be how they're getting through too.
Oh.
So they have like those generic.
That's all I need.
Like you tape them up and everything like that. So.
Okay.
I do kind of want to walk the parking lot. I want to find people and just see what's up with the pageant. I kind of want to see why she was so stoked about it. It kind of just seems like a big deal. And I kind of want to, know what to look for.
All right, yeah. Or where, the pageant setup area might be, or where the load-in, or where the stage would be a good thing. Maybe we can observe that from the outside. Either that, or we can see if there's, a big outlet trailer or something where, there's, an extra yellow vest we could just put on or something. I don't know.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Give me a luck roll. Why don't you give me a luck roll?
Okay.
We'll see what you guys find.
All right, let's do this.
Luck is just 50-50.
Oh, it's just 50-50?
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. I got 40.
Okay, you are able to either find shirts that you could put on or a wristband. I don't care which way you guys want to go.
I kind of want to do the yellow vest thing.
Seems more official.
Yeah.
Okay,
I like
cool.
that.
There's that video of the guys sneaking into like several music festivals because they have a ladder and like
Yeah.
high-vis vests.
Yeah.
Have you seen that? They
Yeah.
just walk in. It was like, okay, yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay, cool. So you guys are able to you find some vests. Maybe let's go with like a porta potty. Like there's a vest hanging outside a porta potty or something like that. You snag two.
Poor
of them. I
son
don't
of a
know.
bitch.
Sorry.
Just comes out of the shitter. He's like, "Where's my clothes?"
Oh, not again.
Just one of those fuckers that has to take off all their clothes
Yeah.
to take a shit.
Why does he do it outside?
He doesn't want to get shit everywhere. I get it.
Yeah. It's like,
my
these
Don't
are
make
dirty.
it weird. I'm thinking there's like a row of porta potties, and like you just see like you snag some vest. I don't know how you guys find vests.
we find him.
I don't want to leave a poor man vestless as he's shitting himself.
Shoeless in a porta potty.
Worst. Oh god, there's pee on them floors. People don't treat porta potties with respect.
No, they
They
don't.
don't. Cool. Yeah, and I think as you guys are kind of walking through, you see there is a stage set up, so they're gonna have like some, local country act. I don't know any.
Foursquare. With Foursquare dancing with the road. Don't they have like dancing competitions there? Like
It's Foursquare dancing with Darius Rucker.
Yes.
There-
There you
that-
go.
that
There's Rucker, yeah.
with the giant skirts and the big curly hair.
Oh yeah, they do
square dancing.
Square
Square
dancing.
dancing.
Yeah.
Foursquare dancing.
Foursquare is the schoolyard game.
Oh,
with
it
the ball.
is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, square dance. Yeah,
Cherry ball.
they're gonna do the box step.
Yeah.
I only know that because I was in the play Oklahoma.
Oh.
So
What did you play?
I was Ike Skidmore. I owned the ranch where everything went down.
What was your feature line? Go.
I'll be side gated. That was my key line.
I would like to use that.
So
That is mine now. I'm stealing
yeah.
that.
That was the only play I've ever been in.
Well, I'll be side gated.
I'll be side gated. Yeah.
I've been in a few plays, but it was like parents put you into plays when you're in church, so it was like a lot of biblical stories.
Oh no, this one I had to go and try out for it and everything.
It's called an audition.
Yeah, that thing. I'd auditioned for it.
Fun fact: I did audition for a play in junior high, and
This was middle school.
they cast me as a costume assistant.
I've been there, dude.
Yeah.
Wasn't even on
Foreshadowing.
stage. I got a
And-
face for radio. That's what they
Exactly. I was
say.
gonna say that's why we're doing a podcast.
I remember, we did photo shoots for the play, and like one of them was at my buddy's dad's house he rented, but I didn't know that because like there was a barn behind it. So the owners of the barn, we took photos in the barn. And I'm like, "Hey, how's it going, Mr. Mishler?" He's just like honest, but he's like mowing his yard.
Those damn kids again.
But yeah, no, I was, we did that, and then I never did it after that because I was mercilessly mocked by my family.
Yeah.
Oh damn!
Nah.
I
So,
thought you were gonna say by your friends, which is normal. But by your family?
no, I got that.
Yeah.
I got that too.
This ain't High School Musical. Unless you're Zac Efron, you're not gonna make it.
And now it's acceptable. Back then, I was. This was like the peak, like late '90s, early 2000s. So if you were alive
step
during
on
those
that
times,
stage.
you knew what I was called by my friends. So
It's that word.
yes, God, I love it. So okay, so you guys are walking around here, and like I said, people are just. But it's bustling. I think there are probably some locals that are in here too, kind of watching stuff get set up, like older folks.
Mm-hmm.
They're just kind of watching everything go down because they're excited for this. There's someone on the stage like doing like a mic check, 1 2 1 2, mic check. Oh, probably need a little bit more gain in the speakers up here, kind of thing. They're kind of getting everything set up that way. And yeah, like I said, food trucks are loading up food. They've got somebody's there checking a list of everything going on. There's kind of like a backstage area where the people have like their horses, like there's a whole row of trailers. So everybody's got their horses there, so they're getting their tack on, cleaning the horses, brushing them, making them look all fancy. There's a similar section for like the rodeo bulls. I'm sure they all got their own like trailer with like, like King Dynamite. I don't know, fucking like bull names.
Been there, done that.
Yeah, they got a bunch of bull, like ferocious bull sounding names up there.
I'm sure.
And yeah, there is a face there you do notice.
Mm.
As you are kind of walking through there.
Get
you
away.
Notice that there is. Her name is Marissa Crest is there.
Marissa Crest.
That is the woman who owns Crest Furniture, who you told your name is Willow
There
Stratosphere.
we go.
So, and if you remember when you guys were coming to town, you saw on the flyers that Crest Furniture was one of the sponsors of the Ellensburg Rodeo. So
Oh.
she is here kind of she's just kind of walking around like looking at everything and like looks like she's like, I might put that there. Like she doesn't seem like she's at full capacity, but she seems like she's active with this. There are a couple other women that are with her. There's another woman that looks like, you know who Suzanne Harris is? Are you aware of who that is?
No.
Okay. Suzanne Harris, she's got, this woman's got like long blonde hair. It's kind of curly. She kind of looks a little bit like the mom from, the Christmas Story.
Okay.
So, kind of like a square face, not so pronounced of a jaw, smaller nose.
Sure.
She's also with a woman that looks like Toni Collette. So another kind of blonde woman, thin frame, and they are kind of pointing out stuff, kind of looking over things. So you see she's with like a group of people there. So I'm assuming you're probably going to steer clear of that area, or you can go say something. I don't know. It's up to you. I'm not your
wouldn't
boss.
know what I would have to say to her.
Yeah.
No, that'd just be more deception and stuff.
I think it's just more giving you a heads up, like you do notice somebody there that you know.
You guys are alleyway buddies.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if that means what you think other people might think it means, but yeah.
Good point. Touche.
Sure. So yeah, Agnes probably just like tucks her baseball cap even lower and just kind of.
You say anything to Duffy, or you just kind of keep it to yourself?
Does he know about Willow Stratosphere?
Did they talk about it when she came back? Probably not the name. But she would probably divulge that information to Duffy, just be like, hey, that's the lady that owned the furniture shop with my thing on it. I was with Acid Reflux at the time, told her I just moved into town. Boom. That's the thing.
Okay.
Nice.
And
Okay.
did Reflux tell us that you have horns on your...
Yeah, I forgot to mention that when we first did it, but yeah, there's horns. There were horns on Agnes's one.
Right, and we all know that.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, if you guys all went and looked, you would have seen that.
Yeah. Jealous?
Yeah, that is actually why I wanted to read that diary. I wanted my own horns. No, I'm not.
Duffy's a horny devil.
Yeah.
Low-hanging fruit. Took it.
La 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 la.
So, okay, so you guys are... So where are you guys going? Are you guys just kind of scoping out the area? Do you guys have a place that you're specifically looking to go? What's your guys' plan?
I would say the load-in for the pageant would be a go-to place, but not in like a creepy way. More of like a, just making sure we know where it is for the day of kind of thing.
Yeah, I think if you guys are walking around, you probably find like a set list, essentially, right? There's like a breakdown of what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's something that's a general thing. They're trying to get everything planned out here ahead of time. So you see that the pageant is going to take place on Sunday. It's like kind of the big closing event on Sunday nights. Like they do the big finale of the rodeo, and then they bring out and they do this ceremony with the royal court where they choose who's going to be the princess, I believe is what they're a fancy queen. They become a queen.
Do they have a roster?
They do have a roster.
Ooh.
As you guys kind of walk around, you find the area that you're looking for. There is a kind of one of those like Connex Hall, like a job. If you've ever seen like a construction job site,
Mm-hmm.
there's two of those parked, and you're assuming that they're probably like set up in like they're. I don't know if you guys try to go into one of them or whatnot, but each of them has a name listed on the outside. So there's 3 names per one. So there's 6 contestants, but what you can gather. And so it seems like each of them has like a little area in one of these connexes that they have, like they can put their stuff down, they can do their hair and makeup, and then they come out to the pageant is what you're kind of gathering.
All right. But there's no photos, just names?
Just names.
All right. We should take photos of the names.
Should take photos of the names so we have photos. I think that we could maybe have Acid Reflux type up some sort of fake newspaper credentials,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe we could just go in and interview them maybe tomorrow, someday before the pageant.
That's
for our newspaper.
That's pretty creative.
You know what I mean?
That's pretty creative. I have 42 in Persuade. Feel like that would be a lot of Persuade rolls.
I do actually have my own media production company.
Well, fancy that.
Yeah.
Well, let's just rootin' tootin'.
Yeah.
That's a plan there.
Yeah, I don't know if Duffy would necessarily tell you that, but he would have that media side covered. It's not much of a persuade thing for him.
Mm-hmm. Oh, are the trailers locked?
No, if you walk up to them, they're not locked right now.
Okay. But they're probably empty.
Yeah. I mean, if you open one up and take a look inside, you just see there are basically 3 kind of sectioned off areas per one.
Yeah, little boutique areas with windows.
Right, yeah, you see like there, you go in there, there's a dividing wall. There's like a little mirror set up. There's a place to put your makeup. There's a spot to hang like your dress. There's like a little, that kind of thing. Each of them has like a little curtain that you can pull closed. So if like you want to change in there, nobody's gonna walk in and see you naked.
Do we have this like the full schedule? Can we see like when the rehearsal is? So like a time when they're all gonna be there and not super like busy that they need.
It doesn't. There really isn't a rehearsal so much as like it's just gonna be that they'll be there that Sunday. They'll probably the set time for them to arrive is about 4 p.m. And then the ceremony is going to be at 9 p.m. is when they do the crowning.
So we might just need to reach out and find them individually.
So you see there is a name. You want the names, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
There is a Hannah Warner.
Okay.
There's a Natalie Willie.
Yeah. We know how she got in fashion.
There is an Alicia Halima.
Alicia.
Or Alicia. I'm always worried at pronouncing that name.
I'm not going to worry about spelling. I'm just going to assume.
Alicia. That's Alicia? Or is Alicia?
I mean, there's Alicia Silverstone.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's a Caroline Becker. There is a Laura Rustin. And then the last name is going to be a... let's go with Kara White. Kara. Sounds like a country-ass name.
These all sound country-ass names.
I'm trying. So that's what you find. There should be 6 names, right?
Yeah, 6 names.
No math.
Yeah. So it's 2 trailers, 3 people each. Really narrows it down. I thought there was going to be like 4 I don't know why I thought so many trailers.
Yeah, no.
1 in 6 chance. Isn't that great? Like, if I was going to be in a pageant, I want to stomp the competition. Like, I want 30 girls to be crying in their hand.
I mean, that's like, if you start looking through this too, like, if you guys, and maybe Duffy and them, or not Duffy, but Strauss and them will find this, but like you don't know if this is like the final 6 or whatnot. Like, you're not quite sure how any of this works, right? You just have 6 names here. So this could have been
Makes sense.
It could have been filtered down to this is the finalists, or you're not 100% sure.
All right. Is there a judge list somewhere as well?
There is a judge list. I think if you guys are kind of going around, you find that one of the judges is Donna Lowe.
Is that her porn name? It sounds like a porn name.
Another one is Isabel Tanning.
All right.
And the final one is Robert Hamlin.
It was like, there has to be one guy that thinks that he belongs in this roster. Like, it has to be a guy judge.
Yeah, of course. So. And that's what you find. Yeah.
Okay.
Their check-in is about roughly the same time. And I think you might even find like another trailer park next to them that would have the 3 names listed out there, like judges. So.
All right. So now we have a lot of people to Google.
Yeah. A lot of people to go harass.
Yeah.
That's very true.
And we have until Sunday to do it. Okay, so at the rodeo, the big thing was the pageant because of the blonde chick. There seems to be a lot of blonde. Like, even Agnes is blonde. There's so many blonde chicks.
That's why I was like, even going to the pageant, we might not just find the blonde one.
Yeah.
Very true.
All right. Is there anything else at the rodeo that we wanted to investigate?
Yes. I want to just, now that we're here, I want to just dig in. I want to walk into rooms that we shouldn't be in.
Let's see what we can get away with. What are they going to do? Kick us out?
What are they going to do? Fucking kick us out? We have a yellow vest on. Nobody's going to stop us. And once we're in there, when they find out, then they can just remove us.
Honestly, you look so official. Like, with like yellow vest and Steve Bannon face, he's like, he's going to be like, no one wants to fuck with that guy.
And
Very true.
Yeah, I think we should take it one step further. I think we should find out, like, the details of like the contestants of the pageant.
Mhm.
Like, I think if we can find out like contact information or contact information for the judges, yeah.
I also want to figure out, and this is probably just Agnes wanting more information because she's interacted with the sheriff. She would like to know if she can find anything more about security detail for the rodeo.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay. What do you guys want to do first?
Ooh, yeah, we
Are
have
you guys
options.
are you guys gonna split up on that aspect, or are you guys gonna like walk around, or are you gonna stay together?
I think we should stay together.
Stay together.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, what do you guys want to check out first?
I think we should check out security.
let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you guys find, again, you find another one of these Connex trailers that has security labeled on it. And I think as you guys get a little bit closer, you have the vest on now. So I think now people are noticing, like seeing you, just like, hey, we need to get somebody over here to check out this area. Like, when do you go do that? Or have you seen Steve? I thought Steve was supposed to be covering that kind of thing. So if you guys get close to the security area, you're wearing security vests, they're going to assume you work there.
That makes sense.
And they're going to try to get you guys to go do something.
Can we get a clipboard? I feel like clipboards are just essential.
Yeah, me too. Maybe a name tag. Maybe just steal somebody's name tag.
Right?
Yeah.
Sorry, I really want to.
I think they even bring that up. They're like, they see the vest, like, where's your guys' name tags? Like, what's going on here?
I would just say, well, they didn't issue us one yet. They said it's still in the printer.
Yeah, sorry about her. It's our first day. We're still trying to get sorted out. Our name tags are still in the printer. They were actually sending us over to the ops tent to go get it. Do you know where that is?
Fucking nice,
Give me
dude.
a persuade roll.
Fucking nice, dude. I keep failing my persuade roll. That's great. It keeps going up.
Or what is your persuade score after that?
70.
Oh, you're good then. You don't even have to roll.
Shit, dude.
I should ask that question before. They're just like, the ops is over. Then they kind of point you over towards the tent, kind of like on the opposite side. So head over there. They'll have them there. Once you get there, report back here. We got a couple things we need to do.
Okay. Are they going to walk away from me now?
They're just kind of there.
Or are they just waiting for me to walk away?
Yeah, essentially.
Okay, let's go get fucking name tags.
Let's go steal some.
Well, I think we can probably just be like, oh, it's the first day again.
Well,
I
you
need a
can.
name tag.
Yeah.
No, I think, so you guys walk over to the tent. We'll see if there's anybody in it. There's not anybody in the tent when you arrive. So, is anybody computer savvy enough to, like, hop on there?
Is that Sigint?
I think with my
It'd be probably computer.
my popular parlor stream.
Okay. What's your computer score?
I was trying to get out of it. 0.
Okay, cool. Okay, so I think there is nobody at the tent to do this for you guys, but you do see the name tag, so you might be able to just grab one and like write your name on it and stick it on there.
Yep.
Oh yeah, hello, my name is.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then, if anybody questions, like, they didn't have them, so we just grabbed what we could, kind of thing.
Can we also do a search roll for one of those like wristbands?
Sure, go before it. Give me a search roll. Unless, I guess, what is your guys' search skills? I should ask
20.
that again.
61.
Oh, 61, yeah, you're able to find them. So,
Nice.
today they're using the green one, so you find a roll of them, tear a couple off.
Who would have thought the dream team right here?
Yep.
Dream team.
Mm-hmm.
Cool, alright. So, where are you guys going to heck out next? Where are you going to heck out next? Where are you guys going to check out next?
We're going to Disneyland. Okay. Okay, so, we could go back to security. Just like right back? No, give it a little
I
time.
mean, if that guy has a job for us,
I don't want to do a job.
I'm not here to work.
Alright, so we could do... Okay, so we wanted to check out security detail. What was the other thing?
I want to just start walking into rooms that I shouldn't go in.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Let's give it a little time.
I know how these operations run. I know how these large events run.
yeah.
And you
Sloppy.
legit, if you have the smallest amount of credentials, can just walk in wherever the fuck you want. They'll tell you if you should leave,
Right.
but you can really just go wherever the
Let's
fuck
do
you
it.
want. Yeah.
Alright, so you guys are walking around. Where specifically do you want to try to go?
So I know it's probably separated between like security operations. There's probably like a central headquarters, like a central hub where like all of the operations is out of. I want to go in there. I want to find out pretty much every detail of the pageant. Like,
Okay.
when they're doing everything, who's involved. I want phone numbers. I
Sure.
want names,
Okay,
addresses.
so you guys find I'm assuming it's probably like a larger white tent
Mm-hmm.
and whatnot. And you guys go walking in there, maybe you see some people in vests coming out of there.
Mm-hmm.
You see other folks going in there.
I want to
seems like there's a lot of happening around there. Like there's one side's open and you see people like in, like cattle gear kind of walking in there. So you think they might be like contestants or something like that. So you think you have the right idea of where you're heading.
Specifically looking for a logged in computer with nobody sitting in it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Don't we suck at computers?
You do.
But if it's logged in, I can just kind of search around, see if there's anything. I'm gonna go into like the Windows folder file thing and just type in like Royal Pageant,
right?
Like whatever it's called.
So
Royal
you
Court.
guys get into this area, and you kind of maybe just follow in like the one side that's open, and you see there is a like makeshift kind of desks set up in here for people. There's like, you can hear the hum of a generator off to the side as they're kind of running. You see there's like cables run all over the ground and like things covering the cables so you don't trip over them for OSHA standards. And you see that there's a couple different stations set up, like almost 4 or 5 central like areas where people, like there's a check-in area for contestants. The other part, there's a check-in for like, like the vendors and whatnot in here. There's another side where you see Agnes. You see our friend the sheriff there talking with some folks.
Pull that hat down a little bit more.
And they are kind of going over just the general kind of security like vibes that they're going to do. He's talking to some other individuals there, like you're assuming probably the head of security, and some other folks. He's just like, we want to make sure that the traffic coming through here, we got to make sure that we cordon them off going through this route in, this way out. Don't let them come down this way. Like, we got to make sure everything is clearly marked. Everything, the kind of the flow of traffic that they want through the town. He's like, we've done this a million years, we've done this for 100 years. We know what we're doing, but let's just kind of go over it again. Everybody's going to come down blah 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 street. Everyone's going to leave on blah 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 street. Yeah, we got to make sure that people aren't parking in lawns and whatnot. We got to be really enforcing that people parking along those roads where they aren't supposed to be. I know my crew's been out there putting up no parking signs for these times, but I want you guys to make sure if you see anybody doing anything like that or moving one, you have the authority to tell them, phone one of the police officers where they come give them a citation. We'll have it all handled.
What a thorough guy.
And he's kind of going over the security aspects. He's like, we're gonna make sure we have armed guards, like here, just in case something happens. We're gonna have, we'll have our guys stationed out through here. So if you get into a tussle with some drunk guys and you need a little bit of help, we'll come grab them. We're gonna have the drunk tank set up in the back here. If people get a little too rowdy, we'll take them there.
Okay.
He's just kind of going over all the details of what they're gonna have. But you do see there are kind of just like general like paperwork packets that he's like handing out to people, kind of going over the schedules and whatnot, like arrival times, start times, all that kind of stuff. So
I would like to steal one.
Okay, cool.
Is there a clipboard in this tent?
Let's roll. Let me do a clipboard roll. There is a clipboard in here.
Nice.
Agnes takes that. She's like,
okay.
Official.
Maybe you put the paperwork that you took onto that.
Yeah.
There you go.
Bam, bam.
Okay, cool. I like it. So you guys do that. And so what exactly are you looking for? Like, you just see the list of events. There's like cattle roping, calf roping. They have like little kids that will come do it. They have like a chicken race where the kids run around trying to grab a chicken. They have like a musical act. They have the rodeo broken down by like the stages. So, rodeo day 1 goes from like like 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. And then, they have the bulls that the first round's going to be, Senior Bucko on neck 1. All the names of the Broncos going down.
I would probably take a look at the, would this include, sponsored, like everyone sponsoring a rodeo? Is there a list of that somewhere on here? Or no?
Yeah, I think like there's probably around the top, like it's like Ellensburg Rodeo and like the list of the people are up top.
Okay, because
you might maybe even find like an official, the fuck's that word called? You find like an official pamphlet or brochure that are there. There's probably a stack of those where they hand out for like, if you flip through it, you see all of like the, there's like, there's Chance Cody, the all-star buck rider kind of thing.
So here's my question then, if there's a sponsor list. Is there any tattoo parlors that are sponsoring?
There is not.
Well, la-ti-da.
So what you see, there is Crest Furniture is one of them. The Kittatast First Credit is one of them.
Oh,
Okay.
Was there maybe a bar and a coffee shop on there as well?
There is not. There is, there's the local Ellensburg Reporter, which is the newspaper. And then there is a, I forget, there's like an Ace Hardware in town, so the Ace Hardware is kind of sponsoring it.
Okay.
So that's what you see. Yeah, you also, as you guys are in there kind of walking around, it seems like there are some other, like, you see some folks in like press badges walking through. Like there's a group getting checked in for a press badge. And then there's like another one you see like another group kind of walking around taking photos of the place, checking in on stuff.
Where are they getting checked in for a press badge? Because I want some press badges.
There is, in the tent, there's like a kind of an area over to the side that says like press check-in.
Okay.
So,
I think we should still try to get the newspaper credentials and try to get press badges, because then
I like that. But is there paperwork?
Won't even kick you out.
Is there paperwork that we need to fill out now and submit?
I think Acid Reflux might be able to digitally do that for us. I don't know though.
Yeah, he might have to roll for it.
You'd have to find what the form looks like. So maybe you could go online if they have like a credentials that you could do, and then somehow get it put into the system. That might be something you could have him do, but you'd have to probably get him here to do it. You'd think he'd have to be on the network.
Oh, okay.
So I think that's something your characters would. If you guys were probably going to go that route, that would be the way to do it. Is you'd have to find it, make a copy of it. But let's roll. Let's see if they're turning in paperwork or if they've already submitted. So these folks are turning in paperwork, like they have like filled out pieces of paperwork, but it sounds like if you guys are in there long enough, it sounds like they were kind of a late entry, so they're later to the party. So they like the submission online was over, so you had to show up in person and submit the paperwork to hopefully get it. And then if you're approved, you can get through. So like E3 used to be that way. So E3, there was a period of window that you could submit online, and if you didn't get in that time, you basically had to come day of E3 and then submit to get your badges and all that. So, which is what we did the first year we went. So we flew down to California without even know if we were going to get into the event. So,
all right.
Spoiler alert, we did.
So, is there already printed out forms that we could fill out right now, or is that something like we would have to
probably have to go on there? And you don't see any forms just there.
Yeah, so fine. The longer we're in this tent, the more sweaty Agnes gets. Anyway,
I would totally get that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I would say we can probably leave and just maybe start questioning random attendees.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So you guys you exit out of the tent. Where are you guys heading to next?
I would say I would kind of want to check out the parking lot.
Yeah, I mean, we could see who's coming and going, which ones are loading in, which ones are loading out, what kind of people are here already, and maybe what to expect.
If anybody's heard anything, if there's any buzz going around.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys start walking that way. Everything here is pretty much gravel and dirt and whatnot. And you kind of pass by that group that you knew was Marissa Crest and all them kind of walking through stuff. And she kind of turns and looks at you, Agnes. And she's like, Willow? What are you doing here?
Oh, well, I had just moved into the area, and I'm just kind of looking for volunteer work so I can get used to, what's in the area and maybe make some friends and, I just want to be here long term, so my dad volunteered with me today just so I wouldn't be so alone. So
I invited her. Hi, the name is Zandy Clamsford, and then I'll shake her hand.
Sandy Clamsford.
Zandy with a Z.
Well, you're supposed to be my dad, but I didn't tell you.
Well, you could be married, and you married into the Stratosphere name.
I didn't marry Stratosphere.
Well, yeah, that's fine. They have no right to judge us by our last name.
Right, exactly.
They do not. They don't know us.
How dare they?
They don't know us.
So Marissa, she shakes out and she shakes your hand. She's like, "Nice to meet you, Zandy. Welcome to town." And she's just like, she's like, "Oh, where are my manners?" She's like, "This is my friend Olivia." And Olivia sticks her hands out and shakes your hand. Marissa's like, she's the loan manager for Kittitas First Credit, so she's here kind of overseeing everything with us being sponsors and whatnot. And she's like, and this is Sharon. That's the lady who looks like Toni Collette. And she kind of just waves at you, and she's like, she's the owner of the local Brewdoo pub in town that she has her things going on. So.
Look at that. We're figuring stuff out. We're investigating.
Look at that. See, that's what happens when you just walk around.
And so she's just kind of like, she's like, we're just here, Sharon wanted to kind of see everything around since us being sponsors. We want to make sure we're going to help oversee what's going on here. It's a big event here in town. You'll get to learn. It's probably the biggest thing we got going on in Ellensburg. People come from everywhere to see it. So,
would you mind if I did a human check to see if she is not telling me everything?
Go for it.
Well, let's see.
Or what is your humant?
My humant is 81.
Oh, yeah. Give me a roll.
Okay. There's a chance I'll fail this. Not today, though. Today is 47, under 81.
Okay. Yeah, there definitely seems like she's holding something back, like when she's talking to you.
Okay.
I don't know if you want to address it with her or whatnot, but...
You look like you're lying to me.
I wouldn't know how to address that without causing us, more of... I don't want to stay in one spot for too long because I now know that the sheriff is here.
Gotcha.
So having a deep conversation and trying to interrogate her in this particular environment, I don't think is the best idea.
Okay.
But knowing that she's not telling us everything, I feel like it's half the battle.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm not going to question that right now.
Gotcha.
But I do know where to find her.
You do. And I think she's even just like, hey, we still got that deal going on if you want to come back with your husband. Maybe Mr. Zanti. If you want to come down to Crest Furniture, we got a sale going on.
That sounds delightful. I would love that.
So, and she's just like, well, we got to keep going. We got to keep looking. So,
of course.
Awesome to run into you again. So she kind of like, it's like, we'll be seeing you around. Have fun. Enjoy your first rodeo. It's going to be quite a blast. And, we're really excited. We think this is going to be one of the best ones we've done in a while. And she kind of walks off with the rest of them.
Yeah, have a blessed day.
So.
Oh my god, that was amazing.
I think that's a good place to end it. We'll cut it there, and then we'll cut over to the other folks on the next episode and see what they got going on.
We got a lot of info.
You did.
We good.